Uh, Might be too far back here. Might be too far.
Welcome to the Black Canyon City Show. We are at Duke's Market and we're about to get started. Hold on to your hats.
Hello, I'm Anthony. Mary, nice to meet you. Georgette, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. There, there's my marketing guru right there. Yeah, you guys will love having him in there. He's a hoot. And it was, I'm sorry, Mary, Georgette.
It's gonna peek outside.
Yeah, it's 11. You guys, we'll give everybody maybe like a couple more minutes just to see who's trickling in, and then we'll get started.
Oh, thank you.
So we're not quite live, but we're about to get there. So anyway, we're getting ready. All right, here we go.
Why'd you tell the girls?
Because I had talked to Doug. Nice to meet you. I hear we need to sign up. Yeah.
So we will just. She's going to be right in the way. Ma'am.
We got one more chair up here if anybody wants to sit. We got one more. Frank, you're too healthy. We got a chair. We got another chair left. We got one chair left if she wants to sit there.
If you would have said something to me before, I would have rented you that a bunch of chairs.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
All
right.
right.
So kind of one of the reasons we wanted to have everybody here was to introduce ourselves to some people that we may have not met, tell you a little bit about us, then tell you the plan next door with the gas station and answer kind of questions and answers that anybody in the community has and just kind of keep people posted along the way. So with that, I'll start. My name is Robert. I'm a local Arizona native, born here, raised here, grew up in Phoenix, used to dirt bike and wheel up here all the time as a kid. So know the area like the back of my hand. Grew up with nothing. Lived a tough life growing up. Mom worked at Smitty's. You guys, anybody's here? My mom worked at Smitty's on 35th in Peoria. That's where we grew up. Went to Sonita Elementary School, Choya Junior High, Cortez High School. So I've been here my whole life. Born at John C. Lincoln Hospital was that Dunlap? So been here my whole life, grew up here, and met Anthony when in high school, and he's similar situation, grew up out here. I'll let you tell his part of the stuff, but both of us want to retire up here. And for us, we've owned a business together and wanted to do something together that we both liked. And one of those things is small town community, not a big city, somewhere we can make an impact and have a business, not to get rich, but to make a living, live there, retire there, and keep it small town. Before here, we were looking at here or Williams, Arizona, and both of us really, really were drawn to Black Canyon City because this is where we were at all the time on our dirt bikes and wheeling, and we really liked the community here. So we had been up here, and we're like, man, this is where we want to be. So that brought us to the market, and hopefully you guys can see a positive change and turnaround that we've had from here with making it look a little better, more open, more products, cleaner. So we're really doing our best to be, a better store for the community. So that's kind of me and who I am and where I'm from. And Anthony will.
Same thing, guys. My name is Anthony. Same thing as Robert. I grew up in these mountains off-roading from Table Mesa to Bumblebee, you name it. I've camped it.
Oh yeah. Can you turn the music off?
No. Yeah. This area is my childhood, you guys. I spent so much time up here. This means something to me. I remember a kid for bees and stuff. That used to be a jump off point for off-roading and camping and stuff. So when Robert and I looked at things, it was important to us. When he ended up just stumbling up here and actually talked to Jeremy, some of you guys may know Jeremy, and that's how that snowball started. When I realized that I could be part of this community, it's super special to me to be up here where I spent my childhood. Later on in life, I got really involved in off-roading, and I've been up and down every wash canyon from here all the way to there. So I know this area really, really well. The grocery thing has been a learning curve, and there's neither one of us come from that background, but with I see familiar faces here. With the help of you guys, and I please do not mistake, I want to stand here and thank my staff, Burgundy, Casey, Jeremy, Ty, and everybody else that's worked here. They are absolutely incredible. And a lot of these ideas of cleaning places up, some of you guys may remember you couldn't even see this section of the store at one point. And same thing over there. They have as much a part of what's happened here as we did. Okay. They want the same things. They want the best for the store, the best for the community. So thank you to all of them. And anybody here that has helped along the way. Frank's helped, Tim's helped. If I miss somebody, Luke has helped. And just so many people from the community have helped us. It was last April that we took over what was Ron's Market. And I got to be perfectly honest with you guys. Robert and I we made a conscious decision at the time to say, let's not get in there and call meetings and tell them about it. Let's just do the work. He says that all the time. Don't talk about it, be about it. It's a phrase he uses all the time. So we came in here and decided, let's clean this place up. Let's bring in better product. Let's go find new vendors, and let's try to create something for the community. I know for sure you guys didn't move up here to have to go back and forth to the chaos of the valley. Who's lived here more than 5 years?
Yeah.
Less than 5?
Yeah.
Less than 5, welcome. So that is what is important to us, you guys, is everything that we do. And when we talk about the gas station, I don't care about that I-17 traffic. That's not what I'm trying to do, or we're trying to do. I want to do something in Black Canyon for Black Canyon. And there is a major learning curve, you guys. It's complex. There's a lot of moving pieces. Casey and the staff have really helped us learn things and figure things out and go through that stuff. So I want to thank everybody for showing up today. It means a lot when Robert and I can put something on Facebook and you guys are here. That alone shows support. So I think for today, Robert and I, we didn't plan some big thing for today. It was more about, let's get in front of you guys. I've heard every rumor about what's going next door and what's going on, and some of them are pretty funny. I wish I remembered a lot of them.
Can we talk about how we got to that?
So the story of just how we got here, and that was not the plan, you guys, is a crazy story, and I'm going to let him tell it because
I'll give it short.
it's no joke when I tell you he went to war to keep certain people from buying that thing and
And,
literally ruining the.
and also same thing, more just about the community. So Jake and Jackie, which anybody knows, just great people, local people, community. They had that next door. We had no intention of ever doing a gas station, buying one, moving in, doing anything there until we heard that some people were going to buy it, knock it down, build a bigger gas station. They were going to build an apartment behind there for all their family and house they were going to house like 10 or 15 of their kids, uncles, nephews, cousins, and have all of them live there, work there, high prices. They don't care. And so and then they were going to sell it. So come in, build it, make a bunch of money, sell it, and get out. So we saw that and was like, man, not to paint me as the best, like, oh, it's everything kind of is multifaceted in a sense of two birds, one stone. It wouldn't be good for business, but it wouldn't be good for the community. And us being that we want to retire here and be here, I just don't want my community like that. So that is part of it, but also it's not great for the store. So we talked to Jake and Jackie, and they were in a situation with those guys, and we met with those buyers and those guys and Jake and Jackie, and really through months of help from Jake and Jackie and a lawyer and these other people that were under contract, we were able to get in, and it cost us a little bit to do because they were already under contract. But it was important for us to go, we don't want that in the community. And so this is what we did. So again, with the help of the community, and that's what I love about the community. Jake and Jackie could have done other things and been like, yeah, we don't care. But they were like, wow, if there's a chance that we can have it with community people, they'll sacrifice to make that happen. And they did. And you see even that in the store. Do you know how many times I've been here at the store? Not to squirrel out a minute, but just speaking of the community, where somebody in line doesn't have enough money and other people in line are so quick to jump in and go, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. And just even that, there's the young lady who has a walker, and I've given her rides up the street so many times. Like, and I just love that about the community. And Jake and Jackie were part of that and helped us with that over there. So that's how we stumbled into doing that. It wasn't set out to do. That wasn't our plan, but it became our plan when we realized what it was going to turn into. So we got a fuel contract with Sinclair. So we met with them, met with architects, planning, Yavapai, all that stuff. So we have a fuel contract already that's already done with Sinclair. And the reason we went with them is because of a couple things. It was important for us to not have like an AM/PM or a Marathon or a Circle K. We wanted to have good fuel, and Sinclair is a top tier fuel, and they made it easier for us. They gave us a little bit of incentive and lower the price or do this to paint the building. They gave us some stuff to go, hey, we want to be there for the community as well. We'd love the opportunity to have a Sinclair there. And for us, it's just more of like a local Sinclair. Like, I don't want, just again, maybe it's just me. I don't want a Chevron there. I don't want a Mobile there. I don't want a big Shell. I want like a Sinclair, something that's like a smaller, I mean, I guess it's still a big fuel company, but it has more of a small town feel. So we have our fuel contact with them. We will, if you're okay, just kind of going into what it's going to offer.
Yeah, I think one thing, you guys, is we realized we definitely were not looking at getting into fuel, like I said, but us coming up here every day and then leaving town, realizing, and I never want to badmouth a person's business or their prices or anything, but what's going on in Rock Springs with pricing is just simply not fair. It's just,
And we know, and again, now we're on the inside and we know what gas costs. That is that is just mind blowing.
it's not fair to you guys. And since we're community focused and that's what we're going to stay focused on, is we weren't planning on that, but when the opportunity came about, we thought, wow, this is even better that we're going to be able to bring it in, bring better pricing, way better pricing than them. And again, I don't care about fuel from I-17. I
Yeah,
care about you guys,
yeah.
us.
Like, so the Maverick may come in, their prices will be higher. I'm sure they're going to get all the I-17 traffic. That's fine. Our goal isn't let's build a big gas station and get all the people from I-17 and bring them in. That's not our goal. Our goal is, hey, if that Maverick ends up going in, or if this whatever goes in, they're going to get all the people from I-17. We don't care. I don't care about them. I care about the people in the community being able to come somewhere and get cheap, affordable gas that's still a good quality and take care of our own. That's all we want is our town, our community, our support and help. Um, with with that, I'll kind of just give a quick bullet point of what is going to be over there, and then we can kind of get Q&A. But we will have 87, 91, 89. We'll have all those. We'll have diesel. Every pump will have diesel, so it won't be just the corners or just the outsides. It'll be inside, outside of every pump. There'll be 2 pumps on each side. Um, what we wanted to do, and again, this is just kind of for the community, and we've checked all this stuff with legally, can we do this? And we don't know what avenue it's going to be, but we want to do something for locals where we give everybody a Black Canyon City card, where if you live here, you pay 10 cents a gallon cheaper. Something to say, hey, this is our community, you live here and you are special. You come in, you're going to get a better price than anybody else. And so that's just one of the things we can do. And yes, we get some stragglers that come in, they'll pay a little bit higher price. It's still going to be cheaper than there. It's still going to be cheaper than New River. It's going to be cheaper, way cheaper than there. I mean, it'll be much better pricing, but even an extra benefit for the residents of Black Canyon City. So whether that's a card that everybody gets, whether it's you enter your phone number, whether it's X amount off of, a percentage or gas per gallon. We haven't figured that out, but there will be something in place for locals where you'll have to sign up. You'll have to show your driver's license to show that you are a resident. So it's, people from New River aren't coming up here and getting a discount.
On that topic, I'm actually working with the point of sale company right now to figure out what's best. I don't want it to be where you guys got to show your ID type of thing to pump fuel. So
Oh,
we're
yeah.
trying to figure out how to integrate it. So that way it's, once you do it, you're in the system type of thing over there. But on the topic of for the community, I'm not naive to the fact that everybody talks about pricing in here, like prices for groceries just in general. And that is, guys, that's going on everywhere. There's things that we did not plan with pricing and costs and just nationwide that we deal with here. So a way for us to counter that was to create a system of either fuel points to use here, grocery point, just like a Fry's scenario. I don't have all the details. I'm working with them on how to do that. But that way you guys as a community have that one-stop shop where you can take care of a bunch of your needs and use those points and stuff against each other. And that'll help you here. That'll help you there. That's what I'm most excited about, is to give you guys the opportunity to say, if we support these guys, if they do what they say they're going to do, then we'll take care of you in that aspect. So that way you guys have more of a one-stop shop.
And on that note, again, for us, it's not, and this is Google. How much profit margin on owning a grocery store? Nobody buys a grocery store to get rich. I can promise you. But for us, part of and this is where it can be a win-win. So if I go, hey, if we can buy this gas station and make a little bit of money and go, all right, we're making money, we're going to make some money. But if that allows us to go, all right, we're going to take that, the community is going to be happy, they're going to pay cheaper gas, we're going to make money, but then also now we have another pot. We can go, all right, hey, we don't need to make this margin on the grocery store. Maybe we can knock prices down because now we're getting the community support with fuel. And again, just dumb numbers, but if we're making $1,000 a month now, and now we're going to make 1,000 there, well, we don't need to make 2,000 a month. We can make 1,500. We're still making more than we were before. You're saving money, and now we can lower prices in here. So for us, it is all about what can we do to help the community that we want to be a part of and live in. That's small town, locals, helping each other. as low a prices as we can do. And hopefully the gas station will be a significant part because it's going to be a significant price decrease, especially from Rock Springs. But you won't be able to go to New River and get cheaper gas. Like it's going to be cheaper than New River, like because they're still $1 or something cheaper than Chevron. So it'll definitely be much cheaper. Do you guys?
Last piece, just some housekeeping on this stuff. We are working with architects and GCs and electrical engineers. Everything that we are doing over there is the safest way you can do it. Okay, we're not cheaping out on anything when it comes to tanks. There's different levels to fuel stuff. Some people here know that. We're going top of the line, everything. Double fiberglass, double wall tanks. We may bring in some shoring alongside those tanks. We have told those guys, we don't want problem. We want 25 years of no issues before we have to dig anything up or do anything like that. So it's taking a little bit longer because we are learning fuel also. So working with the architect, working with tank guys and all this stuff that we're doing in the background, I can promise you everything we're doing over there is the best of the best.
And on that note, so when we came in, when Jake and Jackie had it there was, I guess there was like a leak or something, and AZDQ had to come in. And for us, we've already went through all that with, I mean, 300-400 pages, lawyer reading through it, ADEQ making sure they did testing samples. We had to have people back out to make sure it was done the right way when Jake and Jackie had it, and they did. There was a huge grant by the government that they paid to dig it up. So they paid, had everything done to make sure it was done right. We had to do that again. So we had people out here testing, drilling in the ground. So the soil is perfect. There's no leak contaminants. There's no remnants of anything. And for us, that was one of the, we're not building a new gas station. It's already there. He's got it up there to check.
E15, if you got a lawnmower or leaf blower or other kind of equipment that use gas, E15 will keep that stuff up and it'll keep you busy.
Yeah. Luke, someone's
That's
cheering for
that
E15.
sign up where you wanted E15 only.
So,
So good question. So good question, and we'll look into that. But all that's the stuff that we appreciate.
of this town, we do not want this to be a truck stop. I don't want you guys off gas station food and just a truck stop type thing. I do a lot of work myself over there with the help of a lot of people. I brought this. This is actually a picture of the old Texaco that was there many years ago. Of course, it was taken in the rain. This was upstairs in their office.
Yeah, so there'll be
There'll be a little convenience store in there. The small little, we're going to keep that. Like I said, just bring it back
just the
to
same way it is now. There's like a little
figuring out, because where the tanks were before and where they're talking about putting them now are in a different location. So we're still in the process of air requires some type of compressor and electrical. So the electrical engineer is planning it both ways, and we see what we got to do to get. We're still talking about dealing with APS and transformers and stuff when it comes to electrical engineer side of things. So there's a lot of planning to go in that. I would love that.
the
I'm
short
not
answer would
broker.
be we both would love that.
Yeah.
So that's that part I can tell you. Like, and that's part of where I'm like, I want that. Like, and for me, if I had to encompass where I'm like, I just like the old timey.
Your caps are green. Yeah.
So good question. So and those are the questions that we like, because I'm not thinking about that. And I would hate to go through everything and they're like, oh, you should have done that while we were in that phase. So
Yeah.
we'll add that to the list, and any other little stuff like that comes up, please, like,
Is there any plans for the lot behind the gas station that's there?
so we don't own the lot behind it. Jake and Jackie still do. So we have it fenced off where our fence line is. So that's still Jake and Jackie's where the fence is and beyond. So we just have there's back area back there, but that just kind of goes into, we don't know what's going to be back there yet. We're kind of just build it, get it there, and then we'll, whenever that does come, we'll let the community know and say, hey, we've got it ready. Does anybody, what could the community use? Does somebody want to lease here? What do we want to put there? And hopefully we'll get some people that come in and go, hey, this would be a good idea. Can I do this here? Or whatever.
I'm all for what you're doing. I think this
Yeah.
is great for our community.
We're trying. I mean,
We're trying really hard, you guys. I
we're-
promise you.
we're trying.
250 RV parks, because people trying to bring their big RV in there and 6-7 foot.
So one thing we were just working out was even just to get the tanker that delivers the fuel, figuring out how to get that thing through that property is a challenge, and we got that figured out. Are you asking, can they fuel up there?
It's gonna be, they'll block all the, as they're coming in, they're gonna block all the pumps and everything else. So they're gonna get out, they wanna check everything and we want to see them.
Yeah. I kind of think what prevents that is we won't have a dumping station. And so a lot of those people on the road, they are going to look for a place where they can do all of the above in one spot. We will not have a dumping station over there.
So that's new RV park.
Oh, right down here.
Well,
Anyway, on Mobilize Canyon Highway.
Uh,
So I'm not anticipating waiting in line to get all the procedures.
Yeah.
so I think part of, and again, thank you for the question. Great question. But I think part of that is why we want to be here is we want to be the people that go, you're reaching out to the community for community input and you're going to do something about it or try and do something about it. So that didn't cross our mind, but I can tell you, Shell don't care, Chevron don't care, Maverick don't care. But if we see that and we open and we get comments or input and you're like, man, they really don't want these RVs here, then that's something we go, all right, let's see what we can do for the community. And again,
Yeah.
we're never going to be able to satisfy everybody's wants and needs. But if we get that input, we can go, hey, now we know to look
Like,
out for it.
we
Or
have
as
we
it
have
happens,
the say so. I mean, you guys are talking to the owner, so I have the say so. If that's causing a problem, we can put a stop to it immediately.
so we,
United States.
Yeah.
Town and put the GPS and get off the road. And there are gas stations and big signs that say no RV.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we can. So
If
we
it
can
became a
control that.
problem, we would absolutely
Yeah.
do that.
So, but we want the community input. So
Yeah.
we'll just, might be a fluid situation where we open and if it becomes a problem, we go, hey, we got some input, the RVs are overwhelming, and then we remedy it. So, and again, that's where we want to be there for that.
I mean, out there for P6. About so many RVs are pretty tall and don't realize they're.
Yeah.
So what's the first piece?
Yeah. Once the AC unit
that's-
gets involved in
And
that.
that'll have signs like, so I'm not sure that exact height. I'm almost positive it's higher than 13.6, but
Yeah.
in that stage, we'll get the signs and it'll say that and have everything.
It's on the drawings. I just don't want to misquote it because I don't off the top of my head that specific one.
And I don't even know, like that's for me. All that stuff just brings in questions where I'm like, okay, if it is 15 feet, do we have to put 15 feet or can we put like 14.8 just because we don't want to take a chance that somebody hits it? Or can we have something before they even enter that has, and again, this is good questions, but I don't know, but then you make my mind go. I'm like, if the gas station canopy is here, can we put something here that before they come in, they kind of drive through it? That way, if they hit it, they just hit a plastic sign or something. So that I hadn't thought about that. I'm sure our architects and the place we're using, that's what they do for a living is build gas stations.
Yeah.
So we're not have just like a GC that's like, oh, I built a couple houses and now I'm taking on this thing. It's we're
The people
going
that
with
are
the
going to be
company.
working over there, this is what they do. I'm convinced he's met with them a bunch of times. We have the best architect.
So they, I
This
mean,
is what he does.
but and the GC, I mean,
GC 's
that's
good.
all they do is gas stations. So I'm sure they probably know that and the sign and all that. But yeah, again, great
That
question
whole-
and something that now is in my head to go, what do we do to make sure that doesn't happen?
Probably goes without saying that whole awning will be redone. Everything will be Sinclair branded. They dictate that type of stuff. So it'll have all that information on it. And I know it's on the drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that's
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Shamrock Towing owns one of the underpasses off I-10. I used to be in towing years ago.
Unfortunately, I'm sure we all heard this from our parents. Life isn't fair. It ain't fair. So sometimes you guys are going to get what others don't. For example, we might say there's no RVs, there's no semi parking, but we have a customer that comes in here all the time and he's a truck driver. And so he'll say, hey, can I park my truck on the side? I'm going to say yes to him, but nobody else can.
Yeah.
But for my people, yes,
We
you absolutely
do that.
can.
There's a gentleman that uses the parking.
So again, just we want to take care of the community, and you guys might get stuff that other people don't. And so there may be one of those, no RVs, RVs aren't welcome, but he's got an RV. And I go, hey, you can come, don't worry about it. But that way you avoid 30 people from bringing in RVs, but for our locals, I go, hey, you're good. So
I think one answer for the RVs, the other thing, is if you've got a length restriction, to find out what the biggest vehicle that can fit in there and turn around and not have to back out.
That's what I'm,
yeah,
Yeah.
Find that length restriction, most of that, if anybody comes with something bigger, hopefully they won't.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
for
a good
sure.
idea.
it's not.
Any other questions, you guys? Anything else? Concerns, questions? Nobody? Okay, for you guys that have shown up,
Anybody wants free ice cream? Anybody that's
everybody
here, if
here,
you want a
grab
free
a
scoop
grab
ice cream,
a free scoop of thrifty.
go
ice
grab a
cream.
free scoop. So
Um,
anybody that's here, that whatever you want, go get a free scoop ice cream.
Yeah. And thank you guys so much for showing up. We plan on keeping you in the loop all along
sure.
the way.
Thank you guys.
Chef, I'm letting you guys know that I have
Okay.
something.